So this the third take on from the struggle to the hustle. You know, the most trying situation about everything I want to accomplish right now, other than the fact that I'm so far from where I want to be, and a lot of the time I spend bullshit and I could be accomplishing the shit that I want to accomplish now. I could have been did that. It's more so the fact that now that I'm trying to get things accomplished, the resources that I would have had when I was fucking them off are no longer available. My debt has increased tremendously. My legal situation got me feeling stuck. And it was crazy because right before I got in this bind, I was thinking about moving to better my situation. But life happens. Having kids in different homes, I just feel like I'm the one that's meant to break this generational curse in my family. So God put a lot on my plate, and I think I could deal with it. But when I'm low on faith, and a lot of days that's how I be feeling looking at the external circumstances around me, I feel like my hope be strong. And the main thing that works against me is distractions, more so negative emotions, anger, all that get in the way of being able to focus and being at peace and being able to vibrate higher. So it's a matter of just literally like breaking down those negative particles, consuming them with goodness, and trying to remain grateful and realize that a lot of things come from endurance, but it's a matter of what you put yourself into and what you put into yourself while you're enduring. Because you can just endure and just go through it and feel like it's too much to take on anything else. A lot of times that's how I feel. But that just speaking from personal experiences. So I'm saying that to say just maintaining is hard. So I could imagine just seeing the complex systems dealing with running a business, that this is not going to be no easy task. Far from an easy task. So in my head, I'm like, okay, what I really want to do is more broad than being an entrepreneur. It's more so of being a philanthropist. And numbers never been my strong suit, Like I was telling my brother the other day, it's more so fractions. Like when I was in school, I used to get intimidated by fractions, but learning that money is basic math, the skill set that we learn in school, adding, subtraction, dividing, and multiplication, that's workwittable. I could figure the rest out. The whole point of the matter being, you don't have to wait to perfect it to start taking steps, take the initiative to not be so in fear that you become stagnant that you don't even take that next step forward because you feel like you have to perfect whatever it is that intimidates you. Just simply facing that fear alone, I feel like can put you a step forward. So instead of me being intimidated by the thought of being overwhelmed by numbers and this can happen and that can happen, I'm going to apply what I know and just, deal with the math as it comes along. With that being said, I'm taking initiative, finding different business resources. I've been watching a lot of Damon Sharp. I know he turned the brand FUBU into a multi-billion-dollar empire after buying Coogee. I'm looking to people that has done the things that I want to attempt to do to bring jobs and change in my community, trying to reach out to all the right people. So it's a couple different things I want to talk to y'all about. If you're looking into running a business, of course, it's e-commerce, very complex system. You got so many different platforms you can sell on. Building your social media presence, that's what I'm working on at the time, which is not the major task because, that's kind of hit and miss. I'm trying to establish long-term passive income and create jobs, different jobs that attract the youth in the community and give them something to do and something to work towards and something to kind of be an outlet by starting an entertainment company, a record business, and possibly a production company as a whole enterprise, a family enterprise. So that's just kind of the direction in which I'm going there. But there's a lot of things that come with that, business credit. And of course, in order to handle business credit, you got to know about personal credit. And these are things that I've lived my life so long for doing things the wrong way that as a 32-year-old man, this is information that I'm just now taking into full consideration and understanding how it could benefit me in the long run. So with this being said, we working on DUNS numbers. We got our EIN number. We working to get things business registered with the state. And the main thing is, creating a balance between my personal finances and business finances and understanding that I definitely don't want to be in no more debt than what I'm already in. So the plan is to build my business while I'm coming out of debt. And once I get my debts calculated, I'll show y'all versus the zero income that I have now. But there's a lot of different avenues provided that I'm willing to take the time and learn from business mentors the proper steps. And they have so many different platforms like Hello Alice and like I say, getting your DUNS number that puts you a step closer. But you want to build successful businesses, and with that, it takes endurance. So while I'm enduring, I'm taking in what I want to put out, which is success amongst myself and others. I'm taking in the successes of others and learning from the steps that they took before me in order to kind of align my steps more with what it is that I want to accomplish. And with that being said, it could seem impossible. I have nothing. My legal situation is shit. From child support to actual trouble that I've gotten myself into. And now I'm at this point in my life where, like, man, I want to build a business. But I refuse to let the fact that I have little to nothing to actually start with stop me from the application of logical planning to actually get there. Because the more I plan, the more I can see the steps to take to make it possible if I'm doing the smallest and the slightest on my part. And that way, when it comes time to actually scale a successful business, I have an idea of my own business, even though that I'm going to be paying people to do a lot of the things that I'm not an expert at. I'll have an idea of what's going on. Almost like nurturing a baby. So if you build a business, get your DUNS number. It's going to get boring. Sometimes you get lonely. Like, man, I just want to party. I just want to, take myself away from this reality. Get that eagerness back to learn and the excitement to actually see some come to fruition. So once it do the steps, the milestones, you will definitely appreciate accomplishing for yourself, because you knew these were steps that you had to take in order to bring an idea in your mind to something physical and visual for other people to, partake in it. Good energy that you put into creating something quality and feasible. So I just want y'all to keep that in mind if you're just thinking about building a business, whether you're a music artist, you're going to go through trials as a music artist. You might lose songs, computer might crash, might get damaged, hard drive wipe, get virus. Make more great songs. That's something that I went through and it had me stagnant as a music artist. It almost make you to the point where you don't want to make music no more. But drop so much music, drop so many hits that you got music everywhere, so that if you lose a song that you feel like was just a hit, you got 10 more hits to back up that hit. And, invest in the equipment, assets, the things that you're going to need, even if you don't know how to work it. That's like having money in the bank. Whether you use it now, you can always take it back and buy it again. But the more you invest and you have that material available, the more you will see the money in what you already have available. I don't know if that makes sense, but y'all stay tuned. We learning how to write grants, and when we learn how to write grants and we officially reach some small and long-term goals, we gonna bring y'all in. And I want y'all to see this thing from the bottom up, Which, what I want to do is kind of far-fetched to be in Mississippi. A lot of people tell me my dreams are too big for my environment, but I feel like God got me here for a particular reason. Just like I said, I was thinking about moving before I got put in this situation, and I've been taking the time to try to see the silver lining and everything that's going on around me. So Lord say, be still, he'll fight your battles. Sometimes I get so busy fighting them, I put myself in the worst situation. But all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. All things are made for his pleasure. So I count it all as joy when I experience trials of many kind. Not all the time. Not all the time. I have my moments, but we working through them. And that's a part of endurance. So wherever you at, endure. Take in good, put out good. Peace be to the multitudes. And I wish nothing but peace, blessings, and prosperity on all y'all. God is good all the time.